So today is basically a me day as much as I can possibly make it, because I've had a couple of days off with period cramps, which is also why I'm taking a bit slower today, and I'm needing that like space as well. Like I've even said to my husband, I'm like, okay, we have this space. He takes the dog. This is my space to do what I need to do. Because tomorrow I'm back at work, and then pretty much back into it until after Christmas. So it just makes sense. This is actually a new one that I'm trying. L'Oreal had like a bunch of 50% off. So we actually went in and got that. But I guess what I've been doing today is I am reading a new book. Well, it's an audiobook, I guess. And it's called like 365 Days or something. It's one of those, like, the author has written like a little tidbit every day for 365 days, so a whole year. And it's about like reprogramming and looking after your mental health and stuff that I haven't really listened to in a while, because I was very much in that world for a long time, which I've talked about on here quite a bit. In that like self-help kind of place, and now it's just like every now and then I'll kind of top up a little bit, I guess, and I'll be like, okay, now it's time for another audiobook. I have something else to work on, and then sometimes I kind of don't do it for a while. I just let my system kind of integrate that, which I think is quite an important part of it that not many people are talking about, because we're like, oh, okay, you can heal, you can grow, you can go to therapy, but then you go straight back to work. You go straight back to all of your household responsibilities, straight back to all the societal expectations, and you don't actually get to integrate it and to see the benefits, like to feel the benefits. So I'm trying to actively do that more, which means actively doing less. So it's quite it's a bit of a juxtaposition, but I guess that's my understanding of healing, and things that have worked for me. So yeah, we are today, I'm going to spend a day and just create some stuff. There's a lot of creators that I've been following that I am actually getting quite clear about the new year and what kind of content I want to create, what kind of photo shoots I want to do, what we didn't accomplish this year that I really want to accomplish next year. And honestly, I have like so many people in my life that I'm so grateful for that I literally met this year. So it feels very cool to be able to do that. Like, I didn't know any of these photographers that I worked with this year last year. Like, I've made these connections, I've gone out of my way, I've spent hours and hours collaborating with people, and like literally twice a week if I need to find like a group of people that I'm really comfortable working with, that I really enjoy working with, like collaborating with, because it's really like so many minds get together and just create magic. And that's why I love photo shoots, that's why I love videoing and things like that. I am definitely wanting to get more comfortable doing it myself this year. Really, because I don't like relying on other people, but I feel like I've also learned a lot that I actually like put it into real life and put it into my everyday. I've learned a lot about like framing and like just different techniques of filming, I've got a lot more to learn, to be honest, but we're on our way and I really enjoy the journey. Got this palette that's like just silver and stuff. So I'm going to do that. I usually go quite dark. So yeah, I guess things that we've got that are already in the works is, yeah, a lot of photography stuff, some videos. I have 2 demos that I'm working on with a close friend. And we've got 2 videos coming of that as well, so like 2 music videos, which is really exciting. I also have a couple of trips planned, nothing booked yet, but a couple of trips planned. I would love to go on a little solo adventure, maybe like rent a van or even just get in my car and book a night somewhere and just kind of take photos and some more vlogs and stuff along the way. I am really excited for autumn and winter because that's where I feel my most self. I don't like it being hot, I don't like being sweaty, I get really overstimulated and I don't like it. And it's also when work is at the busiest, so my energy levels are like honestly at their limit because of that. Girl, I remember when I was putting this on high school, this was like the first ever makeup I wore, and I wore it for like an entire year. And everyone was like, oh my god, you know you're supposed to put it on the top lashes, at the bottom. Sorry, bitch. Now it's cool to put it on the bottom. Make it make sense. So yeah, we have music. I'm still working on my book. I currently have, I think my goal is like 50,000 words and I have about 10. So we are definitely on the way. But I've honestly been just like sitting with a lot of feelings and thinking about stuff. I feel like I'm in like a quiet period of healing right now. Anybody that's kind of gone through any healing or like, I don't know, honestly, any trauma, to be honest, anyone who's lived a life, like you just can't adapt that idea of healing slowly in this kind of society. Like, we're just so go 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 and it doesn't give us space to actually slow down and make sure everything's aligned. And that's where people have like midlife crises, because they don't listen to their needs. And then we get into trouble. And honestly, I'm seeing it with like some creators that I followed online, or even like family or friends. Like, if you don't make it happen, and it's obviously clearly not for you, or it's obviously clearly for you, then the universe will make it happen. Either take it away or make sure you understand that it's not for you. Unfortunately, that means boundaries, and that means it's hard for a lot of us who have struggled with boundaries. Dude, what the... Girl, what's going on? Probably the worst eyeliner I've ever done. You actually joking? Like, it literally sucks, bro. Also very excited to get more of my White Wolf clothes. I have a little singlet in the back that you can kind of see there. So we have a couple of tees and a couple of singlets, but I really want to get like the full set going, and I want to have like a space in my house where it's like all set up and it looks nice. I want to get some pants, I want to get some jumpers and hoodies for sure, some more caps, and yeah, quite a few little things that I'm actually gonna get my husband and a few friends to model for as well. So I'm very excited about that. So we have music, we have book, we have general content. I really want to get better at vlogs, and like, I really mean it. I want to really push myself and see how good I can get this year, because I think that that's a big block that I have, or at least like I'm telling myself that I have. We have like quite a bit, so I've got to kind of figure out how I want to pace it, and then if I have goals or like specific months that I can attach to certain goals, like with my taxidermy stuff, which is something that I just do like little bits every now and then. There's definitely a couple of milestones that I can attribute to that this year, so there's like markets and stuff. Even just making a certain amount and then like having them on the store would be really cool. And even playing around with ads, like as a creator, that's something that, I don't know, like I get so many offers and stuff from TikTok and Instagram, but I don't actually know if it's worth. So I might play around with that this year, just because I feel like I can definitely find my audience, and I'd like to do that quicker, because it's also really important to have a safe space, and that's something that is really important to me as a creator. Like, I want my pages to be somewhere safe. I want all the topics to be like, not necessarily all deep, because I definitely do love comedy as a way to heal and process, and I always have, always will. I think so many of us have been holding ourselves down for so long, and it's really not something that we are here to do anymore. It's a really big thing of mine that I'm trying to push through. I think it's really important, and I'm really here for it. So yeah, quite a few barriers to break this year, which I'm very excited for. I turned 30 last year, so I had like a big celebration, and I think we, like as a household, we went through a lot, as like my work communities went through a lot, and then obviously just the state of the entire world this year. A little engagement ring on. So these are little love heart earrings. I'm actually obsessed. They're so cute. Actually, this is pretty good. So let me send it to you. We start the filming process. So this is good. We're gonna make some TikToks, and then I need to do some writing later. We have to get clear on our goals for this next year. That's what we're doing today. Okay. I love you, babies. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon.